Right, well, hello friends. This is going to be my June video of walking around my garden. It is actually the 30th of May, but June, which will be on Monday will be the 1st, and I think rain is forecast. We've had really nice, well, it's been really hot, possibly even too hot. England doesn't usually get too hot in May, but we've sort of broken records, so it's been a hot May, but I think videos are better when the sun is up. It's amazing the changes we've had in the garden just in a month. I did my last video for April. So anyway, without further ado, let's have a wander around the garden. The little plastic greenhouse that I used for seedlings, it's sort of empty now, but I'd still use it a little bit. I think it will get moved before July. In July we've got the local garden club annual garden party, so I'll clear the patio here, and again the conservatory behind is empty of plants. So if we move around to the, oh hang on, we've got a pussycat, we've got Daisy the pussycat. There's Daisy, so she'll probably follow me around. So as I say, most of the pots have got planted out. I've still got various bits and pieces. I need to work out where to put them. The roses have really come out at the end of May. We had a lot of rain and then a lot of really hot weather, and the roses are rather good actually. So we've got roses there. I'll show some pictures of some of the roses. The Cotoneaster is absolutely full of berries, so in the winter that's going to be full of red berries. I'll just turn back here. I've put some of the cosmos I grew from seeds. There's a little bit cosmos and things in there. There is actually a rhubarb at the back there, but you can't see it. But yeah, the roses have come out quite nicely. It's mainly David Austin roses. That white one at the back, I think, is a cutting I took. And then I'm quite pleased with this. We've got I think the red flower is a clematis. Sorry, I've got the cat trying to trip me up. And then the purpley stuff is catmint. The cats do like it. We've got a buddleia there. And then, oh yes, it's some of the pots. Somebody can perhaps advise me, but the banana plant seems to be doing strange things. It's looks like a kind of a big, it's got a bud or something. Don't know if I'm actually going to get bananas. It'd be brilliant if I do. I'd always wanted to grow bananas. It's not the sort of thing you can do. The lemon tree, this is a lemon tree with some lemons. It's got these lovely purple buds on it, so we'll get some more lemons there. The orange tree has these tiny little oranges that we tried one year to make. Marmalade, but they didn't really work. But they're a bit small. The oranges, not really useful for things, and it got badly affected by the frost. Another buddleia. So anyway, let's carry on going round the left-sided border. So roses, peonies. I like peonies because they haven't got prickles on them. They have quite impressive things. So that's a peony. It's been there a long time. They don't like being moved. I suppose most plants don't like being moved really. And we've got another tree peony there. I'm going to try and take some seeds from that, see if I can grow them. As I say, the Cotoneaster is full of berries, and then it's sort of growing things underneath. It's got a lily there. That's a nice little lily. But yeah, we've got various things. Another buddleia that seems to be growing okay in there. That's a buddleia. The canna lily, I'm quite pleased. It's survived the winter. Doesn't seem to have any virus disease on it. Nice reticulated leaves, yellow and green. I think that's a yew actually there. That's a yew. that'll outlive me. And we've got a fern, and oh, there's the cat running up the tree. Cat in the tree up there somewhere. Right, that's Daisy. So we've got some quite a lot of Aquilegias. My mum liked Aquilegias, so I like Aquilegias, and they're very varied in shape and form, the flowers. Got my little pond over there. Trouble is the cat, she goes up the tree, and then she squeaks as if she can't come down. There she is. But if you can get up, you should be able to get down, Daisy. Yeah, I know, squeak, squeak. Anyway, so things growing under the Cotoneaster. Foxgloves. I always liked foxgloves as a child because you can stick them on your finger. They're good. Yes, this grass here. It's amazing. I haven't taken it out because it's about my height, almost like a bamboo, but it's just a grass. This hibiscus has done better since it's had more sun on it. One of our neighbours kindly gave us a fig tree, so there's a fig in there for future generations. What else? Oh yes, my mulberry. I have a nasty feeling that mulberries possibly aren't self-fertile, because the mulberry tree is quite big now. It's about 3 or 4 times my height, but every year we get lots and lots of blossom, and then we get about 1 or 2 little mulberries, and they fall off. But we do have one. I hope it doesn't fall off. Whoops, is that a mulberry? I'll try and do a picture of a mulberry, but let's have a look. I'll put a picture up of mulberry. But yeah, there is another mulberry over here, but it's only a baby mulberry and it hasn't got blossoms yet. But I'm fairly sure by the pond there is another mulberry. So if that mulberry will hurry up and grow and have blossom, then maybe the big mulberry will produce some flowers. So anyway, but it's it's amazing how the garden changes just in a month. The cat's following me down. So here we've got a few more veg. What have we got? We've got some asparagus in a pot and some potatoes in pots, and then we've got some peas and beetroots and cabbages. There we are. And then the main vegetable garden. It's amazing how things change. I'll show some pictures of what this area used to look like. So yeah, I'll put in some pictures. But it was absolute World War One sort of bog. As soon as it rained, it filled up. I think that's a little robin. Definitely a robin above my head. Yep, definitely a robin. Tick, tick, tick. So, marking edge territory. The black round thing with yellow sort of circles on it, that's a rotating compost bin, which does seem to work. I turn it around most days. But anyway, we've got more veg here. We've probably got too many runner beans there. We've got peas, more runner beans, onions, sweet corn, potatoes, cabbages, not cabbages, cauliflowers, and beetroot and carrots and things. Wander over to Stephen's pond. There we go. Right, so this is Stephen's pond. He's been clearing out some of the filters. There's quite a lot of carp in there. They haven't spawned this year, so no baby carp. This little bit here, I've always struggled because the soil's been so bad, but I'm going to try and replant this area just by the path. It's got wallflowers and things in it at the moment. I'm going to try and redo that with some of the other seedlings I've got. There we are. So yes, we've got other flowers coming up here. Can you see that one? But anyway, we've got flowers coming up. The geum was quite good earlier, but they're going over. More cosmos in there. The lilac was very good earlier. So yeah, I quite like the garden. Now we've got rid of the caravan, well, and my motorbike, unfortunately, I do miss. I'll just have a look back. If you look back at the house, I'm quite proud of my my roses growing up, which my son helped fix to the wall. So I've got a rose going up there, and then another rose, matching rose, going up there. I'm quite pleased. That's going up to Janine's bedroom. Janine is very tired and sleepy. She sleeps most of the time. I read to her occasionally, but she does sleep a lot. So we've got various things in. I really need to find spaces for them. This should be a path. So we've got, there's the cat again. She follows me around. When her son, the male cat that she had, was around, he used to follow me around, but now she just follows me around. It's a bit sad. This is a rhododendron that was given to me. It's been quite spectacular. It's going over now. The bumblebees seem to really like that. The boxes, which particularly at the front tend to get eaten by the box caterpillars, have been sprayed by my grandson, so they should be okay for a bit. I'll probably spray them again, because when the box caterpillars get at them, they'll eat the whole lot. Whoops. Right, again, I am pleased with the roses. There's a rose up here that's climbing up to join up with the wisteria that's coming around the corner there. Whoops, that's the cat again. So the wisteria is growing around there, and then they're coming to the that's one of the kitchen windows, and that's a whole mass of light pink roses, which is quite nice, I think. So this is, if you come in on the side entrance. Now this bit here did have Mark's car his van first and then his car for years and years and years. So it was just a sort of car storage area, but I'm not quite sure what to do with it. I think I'm going to try and get one of my grandsons to sort it out a bit. I think I probably want to grass it a bit more, and maybe have the greenhouse there. I'm not sure. Cut back the hedges a bit. I mean, in some ways that box hedge that's here, the box hedge probably ought really to be on that side there, and then that will make the garden a bit wider. But again, this is a sort of path leading further down the garden, so I'm not sure what to do with this bit. It's all a bit higgledy-piggledy. Any advice would be welcome. Oh yes, we've got a few more strawberries. I like a strawberry when you have Wimbledon tennis on. I used to live in Wimbledon, and my mum and I could go down and get a seat at, I think it was number 1 court, number 2 court. I think it was 10 shillings to get in, but it's probably quite a bit more now, and you didn't have to queue up. You just went in the afternoons or after school, and we could just walk down. But anyway, I am pleased with Mark's conker tree. I think it's magnificent, really. I mean, I think it sets the yeah, I am pleased with Mark's conker tree. I think it sets the garden off, really. This is where we tend to sit when we have family around, and I think with the grass and all the different trees, it sort of sets it off. I'm reasonably happy. We are close to the motorway, so you may well hear the motorway noise, and apologies for that, but it can't be helped. So anyway, I think that's it for June's video. I will be having a bit of surgery at the end of June, so I'll be hobbling a bit by July, but I'll try and do a video in July. What else? I bought a cheap Eindheld circular mower to see if that'll help improve the look of the grass. I probably should get a roller or something, and I probably should make holes in the grass to improve it. Sort of spike it, but whatever. It gets difficult to do anything very much. In the way of politics, Putin and Trump continue their craziness. I hope, above hope, that in the November elections, that the Americans try and restrain Trump's power, and hopefully he'll lose control of the Senate and the House. And I think eventually the corruption that Trump does must come to be accounted, and all his cronies need to account for their crimes. But who knows? I mean, I was around when John F. Kennedy was an American president, and we all had hope that the world would get better. Trump is just a greedy, nasty man, in my opinion. Anyway, enough of that and enough of the garden. So I hope to see everybody in early July. Cheers, everybody. Bye.